Hello gamers, welcome to the Teesside Tyrants video, and as you can see on this one it's just me talking. There's no battle report and it's me, Paddy the Tyrant himself. This is just a quick video and I don't know if it works and I don't know if any of you guys are going to watch this. It's a review, not review really, just me talking for a little bit. Just got back from Nottingham, Warhammer World, home of hobby. Just been to a doubles event, Warhammer 40,000 doubles event, of course. But me and Graham, we took a army off my AdMech and Primaris Marines using Ultramarines rules. Show some pictures now so you can see what we took. As you can see, my army, my AdMech, I've had 4 Castellan robots, 2 units of infiltrators, all with stub carbines and taser lances, a squad of 5 Vanguard with an arc rifle, a Tech Priest Dominus. No, I didn't have Tech Priest Dominus, I had a Tech Priest NGC because I couldn't afford Dominus, and I had 5 Electro Priests with these staves. I was going for pure close combat army. If I'd had the time, I would have had more Electro Priests and I'd have got rid of a Vanguard. Vanguard was just there to fill up her points and I needed to get something else in. Graham had 2 units of Hellblasters with their 30-inch range plasma guns, and they were nasty over the course of the weekend. They did most of our long-range damage. They were our only long-range firepower weapon, really. He had 2 Redempted Dreadnoughts with their big plasma guns and all the other shots they had, and they were really, really good. They killed a lot of units, they put out a lot of damage, and he also had a captain to give the rerolls of 1s to the plasma weapons. Basically, he stayed with them, allowed them to reroll the 1s, made them very reliable, and I think that was about it. Oh, a unit of aggressors with their multitude of strength 4 shots. Bloody heck, those things are hard. If they stay still, get a fire twice. That was nasty. We saw it happen in one game and they just decimated a unit of 20 orcs. 1 round shooting. Wiped them out. I think there was 2 left by the end of it. Anyway, went down to Nottingham World, and the plan was for Graham's army to advance slightly up the field, hold the objectives and unleash firepower, and my army to get in close. The robots were going to infiltrate because I was using the Stygiusate Dogma, and I was going to use clandestine infiltration on that unit. 4 Castellan robots setting up 9 inches away from the enemy. Hopefully get first turn, charge in, and just murder what hit basically. And the infiltrators to come along and help them clear their screens or just do some damage if needed. The Vanguard were just there to make a point, there to sit back, and the priests were going to march up and help in combat. Pretty cool. And anyway, we got there, and our first game we took on. One second, I've got notes. I'll just refer to them. We took on James and David, and they had a Dark Eldar army with Necrons, one on the side. The Dark Eldar Necrons, and they had 2 of the Dark Eldar fighter flyers, lots of Scourgers, a Raider with some warriors in, and the Archon. And then the Necrons had 2 units of 10 warriors, some Immortals, and a big massive tomb snake thing, can't remember the name, and some flayed ones. And our plan, we got first turn in that game, and basically everything went to plan. First game, everything went absolutely to plan. Robots set up, they charged in, along with firepower. We absolutely decimated the centre of our army, and we were playing the mission where each person had 1 objective in their deployment zone. By the end of turn 1, we'd destroyed their centre of the army. Robots were pretty much hanging around there, and there was nothing we could do against these robots. My infiltrators came in, killed stuff, took a unit of Wraiths out, pretty much. They took a unit of 4 Wraiths down to 1 model by the end of it. I'm happy with that. And they killed a unit of Necron Warriors as well. And then the Primaris Marines held our objective and shot things robots couldn't reach. and it went really well. We got lots of victory points. We won that game. Absolutely spot on. Really good game. Very good. And we won. Hey, brilliant. And then went on to the second game, and basically we had our hopes up here, and second game knocked them back down again. Second game, one second, back to the notes, was against Martin and Michael, and they had AdMech, and they had a more traditional AdMech army. I had 2 Ongi Dune crawlers with Newton lasers, small units of, I think about 4 or 5 small units of 5 Rangers and Vanguard, which worked really well for them. They had some infiltrators, and they had 3 Dragoons, and three Dragoons, and they're using Stitches 8 Dogma as well. So those Dragoons infiltrated and charged our back lines. Did a bit of damage, not tons. However, the other part of the army was Ultramarines with, I think it was 3 units of Scouts, not too bad, Tigers, a Storm Raven, and Gulliman. And it didn't go well. We had first turn, well, we'd set up first before them, and they weren't using chapter approved, where you get +1 to reroll the events first. Whoever set up first went first, as is in the rulebook. And we set up first. Oh, I mean, we're going to get first turn. I'll charge robots, and I might be able to kill Tiggy, might be able to hurt some of these small squads who were playing kill points. And then they seized initiative. So my robots went down to 1 man on a couple of wounds left. And the Storm Raven, everything was just hammering us. Rerolls to hit with Gulliman and rerolls to wound. It was just nasty. I think one time his Hogan Butlers shot my unit of infiltrators, and he got 20 wounds. 24 shots, 20 wounds. Nasty, wiped him off the board. Other than that, we lost. We lost that game. We fought hard. The Primaris Marines did really well. They did a lot of damage. We were taking out individual units, small units of 5, and we took the scouts out. My last robot managed to kill Tiggy. Yay! Fun. Well, that was about the only luck I had in the game. But it was a good game. It was good. But we lost. Never mind. So we went on to turn to game 3. Back to the notes. And that was against George and Matthew. And it was Eldar. Joined the Eldar army. Lots of Guardians. A unit of Dark Reapers. A Fire Prism. A Wraith Serpent. Striking Scorpions infiltrating. An Autarch deep striking with his wings. Some of the Forge World units, which unfortunately never got to do anything, we'll explain. And a weapons battery with the mortar type gun, could sit behind a building and shoot. And we were playing the Big Guns Never Die. 4 objectives and heavy support, kills count. Really good game. We got first turn. They didn't seize initiative. The robots and firepower managed to destroy one of the Forge World units. I think the ones with jump packs destroyed them before they could do anything. We destroyed a unit of warriors, and we decimated the unit guard. Die Avengers, really, really good. First turn spawn. And then we opened fire for TIE Avengers, and everything spent a whole turn. Took robots down 1, but this robot still did his business, tied up units, did a bit of damage, and we were winning the game. We were able to pin them down. We destroyed a couple of their heavy support choices, and we had 3 objectives. And then for Striking Scorpions and the Autarch, we were able to take one of our backfield ones. So we had 2 objectives, and they only had 1. And they had 2 because they had the Farsi left on their backfield objective. And we managed to kill the Die Avenger. We managed to kill Dark Reapers, and we managed to kill his Fire Prism. So we had 2 points up on him. And we had first blood. And then literally the last dice roll of the game, the fire platform, a mortar type gun, I don't know what it's called, shot, landed on one of the Redempted Dreadnoughts who was holding the objective and had 1 wound left, and he rolled a 6 to wound, which was -4 save. The Redempted Dreadnought went down, and they won the game. It was annoying, but it was a really good game, absolutely cracking game, really good opponent. It was just really good. I like any game where it goes down to the last dice roll is just close and tense. Really, really good. Very good game. So anyway, then that was the end of that first day. And just previous times we've been to these events, You had to pay to go in the exposition hall, which is amazing. I think it's £7.50, but it's worth it. You paid. If you've never been to Warhammer World, it's one of the best. It's the best venue to play. It's beautiful inside. It looks like a courtyard of a castle. You got Bugman's Bar, which is lovely, and then you got the exposition. You pay £7.50. You go in and you see all the models of the White Dwarf, and they're beautiful. And you see you see like the dioramas, and like you got small dioramas which are beautiful, and you got massive dioramas which are the size of my house. They're huge, and it's amazing to look at. But normally you have to pay. But this time, that was included in the price of your ticket for the event, which was absolutely spot on, well worth the money. So we went down. We could go and do a throughout the day, go on for 10 minutes, go and play the next game, go for another 10 minutes, first next game. Absolutely brilliant. So anyway, back to the games. Sunday morning, turn up, had our breakfast, nice bit of food, best part of the weekend. Anyway, and then it's taken on. Didn't get the names, but it's Thousand Sons. Yay! And it was Magnus and Arim. Can never pronounce him. One army had Magnus and a few renegade space marines, sons of Magnus, and a Rip Laser Destroyer. And the other side had Arim, and two of Thousand Sons, Rubik Marines, a Scout of Terminators, and some Tanzigars holding an objective. And this was basically, we didn't infiltrate robots because we knew they were short range, and if we put the robots up front, they're just going to get picked on, they're just going to get mullered, all the smite's going to come through, all the guns are going to come through, and we're going to die. So we set far back, and we were playing, mission was the one where, I think it's the scouring, where one objective's worth 4 points, the rest of it worth 2, and one's worth 1. And needless to say, the 4 points was in their objective, their tail half, and the 1 point was on ours. But anyway, it was a really good game. Magnus came forward, he charged straight into the lines, he used warp time to get right into robots, and he killed 2 of them. He does so much damage, he just cast smite, very nasty. But we used command points to use Machine Spirit's Revenge, so I did D3 mortal wounds on him, on one of them, so I had to hurt him. And then he was stuck right in the middle of our lines, and there was no support for him. We just surrounded him, and we blew him up. We shot him with everything we could, and then charged in for robots went in, my Electro Priests went in, and Redemptor went in. My Electro Priests did so much damage with their impact hits doing mortal wounds, and their stays doing mortal wounds. I think they did about 8 damage on him. Really good for an 85 point unit. If I'd had 10, I think we'd have killed him. The robots did some more damage, and then because Magnus fought, Magnus used 2 command points for Magnus to fight them. I used Machine Spirit's Revenge on one of them, blew up a few more wounds, and then it came down to the Redemptor, and the Redemptor had to hit with his Power Fist, and he did. Magnus failed to save. Redemptor killed him with his last hit. Really, really good. Spot on. Unfortunately, it wasn't Warlords, so we didn't get any points for it. But we wanted fun, and then we were able to dominate the game. Thousand Sons don't have any range for our 24-inch ranges, and we were able to shoot the units down with the 2 Redemptors. We were doing tons of damage. But they kept wearing us down, they took units here and there. And it came down turn 5, and if it ended on turn 5, we would have won. If it ended on turn 6, we would have drawn. Turn 7 allowed Arim to fly around using warp time very fast on his disc, killed my Warlord, who was hiding behind a bunker, and taken objective. I had nothing to counter it. We tried to shoot him, but just couldn't kill him. Just no chance we had. He made his saves. So we won. So it was a very good game. It was very close again. Last turns. Really, really good. It was just, again, we've had victories like stolen off us on the last turn. But never mind. We went on to our last game, and that was hard. It was Necro. It was Death Guard and Orcs. The Unholy Alliance. Big unit of Orcs. Warps, Boy, War Boss, some Knobs in a truck, and a Shock Attack. And then a big unit of Plague, Blight Walkers for zombies. 3 Nurgle spellcasters, I don't know their names. Typhus, and the Forge World Demon Scabbarax, and some of the They got first turn, they came towards us, we were playing objectives, we had 2 in our half, they had 2. There was one in their half, one in the centre of the board, and we thought, might have a chance here. So we let them come towards us. They were able to jump a unit behind, because we just forgot about it, to be honest. We used jump to jump a unit boys behind. We managed to kill them, but it was annoying. That's where the aggressors came in, killed them. And then we summoned Scavraks in. And I threw my whole army at Scavraks, and did about 4 wounds. It does 6 damage a turn with every attack. He's got like 7 or so attacks, hits on 2s. He was wounding my robots on 3s, and he was killing them. I had no saving combat. I think it was -4, so 6s. And in the first turn, he killed 3 of them. Which I blew up 1, but it did a few more wounds. He's got a feeling of pain, so he has 4+ save, 4+ invuln save, followed by a 5/6 effectively feeling of pain, disgustingly resilient. So he's just 7, and then he's got a spell that he could heal himself. My whole army threw at him, and overall I did about 4 wounds. And by this point I was despondent. Probably not fair. They played a good game. They have the tactics. It's just despondent. So if you're watching this, apologies. I hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend. Sorry. If you'd been able to kill him, we took down, I think, Graham's Primaris Marines took down about 4 wounds, but by this time it was turn 5, and we were down to the captain and 2 Marines. So Graham did a last minute charging at him, and died. It's just nasty model. He does 2d6. He's got 2d6 flame shots, so units charge him, die, they do d3 wounds each. So I charged him with a squad of infiltrators, and I lost 4 men going in. Which it was just summarised the whole game, fighting this massive monstrosity. Couldn't kill him. Magnus went down a lot easier than this thing did. But anyway, it was good. For me, it wasn't a good game, but it was an interesting game to see. But that's the games. So we got one win at the start. We thought we were going to do really well, and then we didn't get a single win. And with the scoring system on this event, is you got 6 points for a win, 2 for a draw, and 0 for a loss. And we got 6 points for the whole thing. And then we added up how many points you'd killed the enemy over the games. Line breakers, first bloods, slave warlords, all added up to your position. So out of 90 teams, we came 80th. Brilliant. Made us feel really good. But here's the thing: we knew our army could work. We were going for a close combat, charge forward, hurt the enemy, get in there and just do it. And the time the robots worked, the time the robots did their job, it worked. If that makes sense. But the time the robots were taken out early, my army just fell apart. I only had a few infiltrators left. The priests weren't enough. They could never survive going across the board. We always got shot. There's only 5 of them. The only time we did anything really was against Magnus, because he landed right in front of me. I charged, he's got no shooting attacks. They did some damage. Vanguard, we just there to make points, there didn't matter. The infiltrators did alright. Yeah, they did alright. The first turn did really good, and other turns did well, but they all died. Basically, once the robots gone down, everybody could concentrate on them, and they just died. They just ended up dying. They did a fair bit of damage, and the shooting was cool, and they'll kill stuff in combat, but they just ended up dying. The Primaris Marines were cool. We had nice 5-base tunes for Hellblasters. The aggressors could act as defence, and the Dreadnoughts for Redemptors were really good as well. It's just, as we were saying afterwards, if you'd had some las cannons, even a Predator, triple las Predator, would have been able to put so much more threats on some of the units we fought. Like, we could have hurt Scavraks a bit further away and just tried to ignore him. If we could have just been picking wounds off him, like with 4 las cannon shots, we might have been able to just ignore him and concentrate the rest of the army, because he wouldn't have been able to just walk so blatantly. He just literally, on that game, he just walked straight across the board. We couldn't do a thing against him. He wasn't dead by the time he got to our unit lines. He has. or if I'd had a Newton laser, perhaps on an Omni Dune crawler. But we weren't aiming for that. We were aiming for getting in close and doing it. We knew we were either going to win or we were going to lose. Best end. There was no like, it's going to be dinner. We are going to win easily if robots doing the job, supported by the other units, or we're going to lose with robots dying, and then very enemy was going to be on top of us. But anyway, it was a really good weekend, absolutely cracking. Played some really good people, really nice people from all over the country. We had the lads in the second game. It came over from Northern Ireland just to play in Warhammer World. And if you're in England or Britain and you haven't been and you play the hobby, go book yourself. Go book an event. I think the cost about, I mean, we do doubles, which I think is about £110, 110 quid. Between two of you, it's 55 quid. We stay at the Ibis Hotel in Nottingham Centre, which is, I think it's about 70, 80 quid for 2 nights. So it's 160, you split it, 80 odd quid. Absolutely spot on. You get your lunch provided on both days at Warhammer World when you play the events. And you get a nice full lunch, you get a full meal, you get some juice, and you get a pudding. So you don't even have to spend that much more on food. You could buy a meal in Bugman's for your tea, or your evening meal, or you could just go back in Nottingham and get yourself a pizza from takeaway joints, plenty of them. But it's absolutely beautiful. Get yourself there, just even if you don't want to go for an event. If you live a few hours away, drive down there, book a table, easily done online, just go and play. We'd booked the table for Friday, and it was the massive City Fight board, and we had a 6,000 pound game, and it's so much different playing on this massive, huge board with all this lovely terrain, which nobody, unless you're a millionaire, would ever be able to afford all that terrain in one house with the one board. And it was really, really good game. We took on Martin, and we combined with Matty, who also came with us, and we took on Martin's Chaos. It was a really good game. But it's just such a beautiful venue. Get yourself there. If you haven't never been, get yourself to Warhammer World. Go and have a game. The staff are amazing. They're so friendly. They know everything about the hobby. If you've got questions, go and ask them. They'll show you things. They'll show Necromunda off on throughout the weekend. So you could go and have a demo game. You didn't get a chance, but just seen up close and showing you models. You've got all the Forge World models there, which are beautiful. I mean, every time we go, one of our group buys some Forge World because it's Forge World and those models are beautiful. You walk through the exhibition and you get inspired by everything. You get inspired to see all these beautiful models and you go, my goodness me, I want to go. I want that in my army. I want to do that army. I don't play fantasy. I didn't like the change from Fantasy 8th edition to 8th to Age of Sigmar. Didn't stick with me, but they have this massive, it's been right to off. You've got the spear flying dwarfs in their ships, don't know what they're called, Kids of the K, and fighting ghouls, and you're just there going, they look beautiful. In my head I'm thinking, do I want to paint some sky dwarfs? Do I want an airship? I could get an airship. That looks a nice model. But I don't even play the game. But it just looks beautiful. And you see that all over. Everything you see. And then you go, oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. And you're just inspired. That's what's made there for, to inspire you. You see all these things, and then you see your other hobbyists, the people who are playing games with. You've got the people who are doing the best. Like, there's always competition you get. You can then put single models in robots, vehicles and monsters, or like Lord of War, and you enter these models in, and I enter my tech priest, and you see it, which didn't win, but I liked it. And you just see some beautiful models. I say there's some absolutely cracking works of art there by other players, other gamers. I think Ragnar, converted Ragnar, or kit bashed Ragnar, one, and it had 3 hand banners. I'll try and find a picture for you. And there's some other ones, and then we have the army, then the staff go around and look for armies, and it's got to be combined army for this one, so it's combined army, and we'll pick so many of them, and we'll go into the cabinets, and you vote for the best army, and there's some beautiful ones. There's a nice Eldar and Harlequin one, a nice Imperial Guard one, Space Marines and Space Marines and Custodes, a couple of Space Wolves ones, which were really, really nice. There's a Tau one which I voted for. I thought it was really we had 2 armies of Tau, and one of them was really clean and this green colour, like as if it just walked off from factory floor, really, and one of them was gritty and dirty, that battle damage on, and it just looked really good because it was different colours with 2 different armies, but the painting over both of them was just, I thought was phenomenal. That's what I voted for. But yeah, it was just beautiful armies, and you're just inspired. It's like, and yeah, you see stuff on those like conversions. There's one guy's done a conversion, done a Leviathan Dreadnought, and he put on scenic base and had flames coming out of his flaming things. There was a rattling hiding from him, and it's just like, that's mint. That's what I want to play. I want to fight that. I want to use that. That's just mint. And some of the stuff is just amazing, and you're inspired. And then you think, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And that's what's there for. That's what the whole event venue is there for. It's to inspire you to get there and build and paint something beautiful. And it does. It's mint seeing all these people so passionate, so enthusiastic about the hobby. Yeah. There's some beautiful things out there. People have ideas how models go, and you look and you go, that's mint. I'm going to copy that idea. I'm going to use that idea you have, and I'm going to put it into my army in this bit because that's just mint. Absolutely spot on. I like to just see these things, like looking right through White Dwarf, but in real life, really. That's what's one of the really good things about the event. I mean, I know we didn't do that well, but we had a really good time, and the game's really good. But for me, the more part is just seeing all these new things and playing new players. See how they play. You get to speak to new people, play new people's swap as well, and then you get inspired to do something else. Get inspired to add something. Get inspired to create. And I'll say this to. I have not said this on the channel because it's the first time you actually see my face. But our hobby, and people will scoff at this, probably go, it's not a horror. But our hobby, we create art. I know it's not like a picture, it's not like a beautiful bit of music, but you create a bit of art. Every day you think about what you're going to create. I do. And you think, oh, what can I create? What can I make? What can I make to make this better? What can I do to make myself better at creating this bit of art? And you do. Even if you're not the best painter, I'm not by far I'm not the best painter. But every time I see some of these other other hobbyists' pieces of art, I'm inspired. And I'm inspired to try and better myself and to make something better. I want my armies to be like, ooh, that looks beautiful, that. I want people to think, oh, it looks really good, that. And I want people to be inspired by me. In that sense, inspired me to do these videos. And I want people to be inspired by me. I want to inspire other people. In a bizarre sense. I know this is just me rambling now, but anyway, back to the point. Yeah, get yourself to Warhammer World. Go to an event, doubles event on Mint. They're the ones I go to. They do campaign weekends. We've done a few of those, and they're spot on. If you're a hardcore gamer and you want to win, go to one of you. Like there's more serious. We did the one we've just been to was a more serious doubles event, but you have the Fun Schools ones, which is single events. Again, you're going to meet some cracking players there. But just do it. Get yourself to Warhammer World. Book yourself in for a weekend. Go down Friday. You're back home. Like if you live in England, you're going to be back home Sunday night. Absolutely amazing. You'll have a really good time. That's just me rambling on. We had a really good time. I want to say thanks if anybody's watching this we played. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. But thanks for the good games. Absolutely spot on. We had a cracking time with you. Thanks to you guys for watching. If you like this sort of thing, I don't know, I've been inspired by Liam over at Warhammer, which he started his channel a few months ago, and it's taken off like a rocket, blown man well out of water. I've been inspired by him. I've been watching his videos, and I think that's really cool. That it just talks, and he has some really good points. So if you've not subscribed to Liam Warhammer, go and subscribe to him. Stop this video now and go and subscribe to Warhammer. He talks a lot more sense than I ever will. But anyway, if you like this video, leave us a like and drop us a comment. I'll see what we can do some more. Anyway, till the next one, take care and keep on sixes.